As students here at Northeastern are approaching their final years of their undergraduate programs, they have to decide what the next chapter of life will bring. For some, the answer is graduate school. When deciding if graduate school is the right choice, students need to consider the extensive application process, including standardized tests and getting letters of recommendation, and also the time constraint. Northeastern is unique in that it offers multiple accelerated programs where students can earn both their undergraduate and graduate degrees in a shorter amount of time. I have talked to a few people who have chosen that option, and also people who have decided to graduate, go to work for a few years, and then get their master's degree.
I definitely want to go to grad school at some point, but I'm not sure if I want to do it right after I graduate or work for a couple of years and then go to grad school. I know for finance and accounting, they offer a joint program where you can go for just an extra semester and you kind of combine your undergrad and your graduate classes, and then you graduate in 5 years with a master's and a bachelor's degree. If I wasn't going to do the joint master's program, then I would probably wait a couple of years and see if I could work for a company that would pay for it instead, because it's expensive. I really like the joint program, so would definitely factor into my decision of going to Northeastern. Besides that, I guess it would depend on, because the only other way I'd go to grad school was if I was doing it through a company, so I guess it would depend where they'd be willing to pay for it, and also maybe where I was living or working at that time.
I am currently grad school at Wheelock College in Boston. I am getting my master's in social work. I chose to go to grad school because I was not sure what I wanted to do after I graduated with my bachelor's, so I figured I would spend a couple more years trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do.
I would say just overall, I think students are pursuing graduate school more than maybe they were even when I was a student here about 10 years ago. I just think it's the way the economy is set up. I think I was actually just talking with a TA in a class that I taught where I was saying that a master's degree is the new bachelor's degree, which is kind of like the bachelor's degree is the new high school diploma. So I just think it's kind of the norm. Like, I think a lot of people need master's degrees in order to even get their foot in the door for a job that they really want. Once I decided to go to graduate school, it was in a specialized area, and I think that's the real benefit to graduate school. A liberal arts education that students get in undergraduate is great because it really exposes them to a lot of different fields and different ideas, and also allows them to specialize in something, but I think graduate school really does give you a bit more of advanced knowledge in the area that you're actually interested in studying and potentially working in, hopefully working. It's probably pretty standard. GREs are pretty typical, although I think a lot of colleges are putting less emphasis on the GREs. It's usually professional and academic letters of recommendation, the standard form, and then graduate, an essay, and also a resume. I think resumes actually have a lot to do with applying to graduate school now. I mean, when I applied to graduate school, I didn't really have a ton of experience I actually went to graduate school for higher education administration, and I didn't have a ton of experience specifically in higher ed or any academic experience in it, but I think because I had kind of a robust resume as a result of coming here and having co-op and just having been out of school for a while and have a variety of different work experiences, I think that actually probably worked in my favor. I don't know if a pay difference is necessarily the main factor. I think it's whether or not you're even being considered for a position as a result of having a graduate degree.
I want to be like a manager or have a very upper level position in a company, and I know that grad school tends to give you an edge when trying to progress your career if you're trying to get to like high levels. So, and also, I like school, I like learning, so I don't mind going back.